This is L2-5 OLLIF, transcranial OLLIF for correction of scoliosis. And here we have adjusted it for 5S1, and then we start the surgery. You see that you don't see anything anatomy in the 2-3 because this is now adjusted only for 5S1. Now I enter. This is just the localization. But then first the Jamshidi goes in the L4, and we get some bone marrow. And then after that we approach the disc place. After Jamshidi in the 4 and 5 are placed. Here there's a huge osteophyte. It doesn't let us, this osteophyte right there doesn't let us get closer. But we are able to break through that osteophyte. And then I use the dilator to actually open up the space. Here, the dilator, you see it bends because it's so bad it bends. So I remove the K-wire, then I put the dilator on top of the disc so I don't slip. I go back, actually put another K-wire so the space is saved here. This is, I put a new K-wire in that goes in, and then I follow it, and that opens up the space quite well. Here, discectomy, same level, and then we are able to put a cage in. Now, I want you to look at the pedicle here. Once the cage is in, that pedicle is not aligned anymore because the scoliosis is corrected. This X-ray is set up for that. Now that the cage is in, you see the double shadow of the right here, the double shadow of the pedicle, because now we corrected that. So, and then we go to the next level. Here we put for 4 and 5 the K-wires in. We get 5 cc of bone marrow from each pedicle or from each vertebral body and mix it with our biologic. Ours is tricalcium phosphate. Now we approach the next disc, enter the disc, dilate it, perform a discectomy, and after packing it with tricalcium phosphate mixed with bone marrow, now the cage is going in, large cage, 14 cage. And again, this is before it enters, and this is after it enters. It opens up the space and corrects some of the scoliosis at level. Now you see that after we enter that, the pedicle are actually better, but still not good for the upper levels. So here we put the cage in, and now Jamshidis for those levels. Now Jamshidi goes to the 3. Now we adjust now for this level. Now look at the difference between this and this. This is now adjusted for this level. Now we approach it again with neuromonitoring probe. And enter it. I use now again the dilator to open up the space, and here is before, here is after. That's how much it opens it up. Then the spacer is placed, the discectomy is performed, and after a complete discectomy, cage is placed. And here, the L2 K-wires are placed. Then we actually put the top screws in. Then we decorticate the rest of the levels. It goes eccentrically, centers on the facet, and usually we grind the surface of the facet before pack it with tricalcium phosphate. Here K-wire is bent, I exchange it again, and then the rest of the screws are placed after all level receive a decortication of the facet. So practically this is the posterolateral fusion, not posterolateral instrumentation. I made a video about how this system is used, so I will add a link to that, maybe to this video. And now here all the screws are placed, and this is the L5 screws now. And then we adjust few of the screws, then I pass the rod. So the rod is passed from the superior,
So if you don't like to stand,
and then I lock the bottom one before I disconnect from the inserter. And the rod on the right side is now placed, and then lock it in place, and this is the final. Thank you.